Hello. If you're growing carrots in buckets, pots or containers, you really do need to prepare for success. And this is how I do it. We're going to be sowing these carrot seeds shortly in this bucket, but before I do that, have a look at these short clips that show how I prepare for success. Firstly, we recover the overwintered soil that has had organic chop and drop on it, and that organic chop and drop now has disappeared. We put it through a garden riddle to break it up and remove any lumps. We add some fertiliser, then put it back in the bucket. When you come back to me, we'll sow these seeds, and this is a vitally important part of this process. These seeds need to be sown equally spaced so that they have an equal chance of success. And to do that, we're going to use this pizza base and we're going to use this old piece of mesh that I have. And in the clips you would see the mesh sat on the pizza base and some pebbles sitting on the mesh. That's an indication of how many seeds I'm going to plant in this 10-inch water bucket. I don't expect they will all germinate. They may do, more likely they won't. But this is a lot of carrots in a small bucket. See you when you get back. Okay, let's just move some of these off here. The seeds we're sowing today are a carrot called Norwich. Okay, we're just going to put a little drop of water in this bottle top, because we're going to need that. I'll just rest that on there for the time being. Okay, I'll just pop some water in here. We don't need a lot. Okay, right, what we're going to do is we need a good flat even surface on here, so we're just going to press it down using this pizza base. Okay, and I hope you can see this, but this soil does not come up to the lip of this bucket, and so what we're going to do is, when we sow these seeds on the surface of this soil, if we then put half an inch of soil on top of that and spread it and flatten it, all the seeds are in at the same depth. That's got to be a good idea, hasn't it? Right, let's just give ourselves a flat surface. Now we're just going to wet the surface. We're going to pop this grid pattern on. Okay, now this is just to give us a visual of where we're putting seeds. Okay, and we're going to put one seed in every other square. The size of the squares doesn't matter. What matters is they get equal spacing in this bucket. Okay, we'll just pop that on there, and that's going to hold some of our seeds. Okay, now we're simply going to wet this matchstick, pick these seeds up one at a time and pop them in every other square. I hope you can see that. There is a seed on the end of that matchstick. And we'll put that one in that square. Okay, now it's important you remember which square the last seed went into, and then you're not going to make a mess of this. Although in saying that, it really wouldn't matter, because you are making an attempt to sow these guys thinly, and even if you don't make a 100% good job of it, you will make a good job of it. How quickly was that? That's one row in. Now I can see these seeds quite clearly now, but I'm not too sure of the camera angle if you can see them as clearly as I can. But I will be disappointed if I don't get it right. Haha, first mistake. Well done. And that's how to recover the situation. Have you sown any carrots yet? Are you going to give this a go? The beauty of this, of course, is it can be done indoors. So it doesn't matter what the weather's like outdoors. You can sow carrot seeds in a container, in a pot, in a bucket, indoors. And what I'll do when I conclude this video, after I've covered these with soil, there's no need for this to go outdoors, because the seeds haven't germinated, and it'll be warmer indoors at the moment than it is outdoors. So they're better off left indoors. So I'll probably stand this bucket in my garage, and then take it outdoors when the carrots break through. Half a pot, done. Can you see Molly just off to Lee? Well, she'll be off to your... Well, she's off to my left. I'm not too sure what she's off to on yours. Just the side of the table, sitting in the sun. She's got a paws and her nose in the sun and her back out of the sun. Does that equate to, if it's warm in bed and you sleep with your feet dangling over the edge? I think it equates to that, doesn't it? Just whatever's comfortable. Molly's comfortable, and I think she's okay, just listening to me prattle on. Where are we at? There we go. Nearly there. I'll be pleased to know. Well, I don't think I've missed any, but I'm fairly sure that if I have, there'll be a comment coming back telling me that I've missed one, or missed a couple. Woo, how's that? That didn't take long, did it? Right, let's take these off here. I'll just tilt this slightly, I'm not too sure how you're seeing this. Okay. Right, we'll take this grid off. Wet this again. Blimey. What you don't want is you spray the conch out halfway through a video, but this, here we go. But this one has. It's quite temperamental, this spray. I need some other container to become empty indoors, so I can stop it going to the plastic recycler and convert it into a water sprayer. That's it. Right, that was okay, wasn't it? Right. Where's our... here we go. So, we'll just top this off like this. And we'll spread it out like this. Okay. Now when I firm that down using this pizza base, all those seeds will be in at the same depth. Might be half an inch, it might not, but they will all be in at the same depth, so we should actually see these seeds all coming through around about the same time. Now, one question I get asked a lot is how quickly do these germinate? How quickly do they grow? What do they look like after a week, couple of weeks, 3 weeks, 6 weeks? I often get that question. And I'd done a video some time ago that shows you the stages of carrot growth. I can't just remember what the weekly intervals were. But what I'll do is I'll pop a link on the back end of this video and you'll be able to see what you can reasonably expect in terms of rate of growth. Okay, this simply ensures you get a good contact, that there's no seeds sitting in an air pocket or anything where they're not actually, you know, in contact with the soil. How's that? That didn't take long, did it? Now that I've got a ticket somewhere to pop in this pot, here it is. There we go. Oh, and the fertiliser in this pot, according to this ticket, is blood, fish and bone plus cluck muck. I think that was the cluck muck was the lighter material you could see on top of the pot. So yeah, that's the fertiliser that's in this pot. Let's pop that there, give it another spray and call it a day. What do you reckon? Yeah, come on. Prepare for success. Homegrown veg.